What's the first thing that you need to consider when you're an acoustician starting a new project? I would say sort out the external noise situation first, because that one is the most difficult one, or perhaps impossible to do something about. Let's say you've got some roads here, a little turnabout. It goes down like so. And then you're going to erect a new building here. And let's say the house looks something like this, perhaps. Or you can just do it like an L-shaped thing, like this. Then you will have a quiet side here, and the noise will be on this side. So this one will act as a kind of a noise screen, this building, which is good, because then you can open the windows and have a nice time out here and in peace and quiet. And at night time you could perhaps, if you want to, open the windows and get some air inside. At least that's the reasoning behind the requirements that we have in Sweden. Because when you're doing a new building, you have to make sure that you got this LEQ maximum 60 dB. If you fulfill this regulation, then you can choose floor plan layout freely in the building. That's not always the case, however, because when you have the noisy side like this, oops, and like this, it's quite common that you go above 60. You could easily reach, let's say, 65 on the sides like this. Then there's another regulation that you can use in these cases, which are quite common actually, and that is to have a quiet side in your apartment. So let's say you've got apartment here in the house, and then you have this side, it's on the noisy side here, and you got the other here on the quiet side. And then the regulation is that if this one is, in this case, like in the example, 65, or it could perhaps be even more, LEQ 65 there, then the regulation states that you have to, on the quiet side, you need to have LEQ maximum 55 here. This is okay, because now you still, if you, let's say you got the bedroom here, you can open the window and get some fresh air, and it's perhaps quite nice to be able to do that if you want to. So this is a common solution to fulfill the regulations. However, then this is always an issue I have seen. Corner apartments, because if you got like a 3-room apartment or something, here, you don't get the quiet side. This one usually perhaps is single-sided, well, not single-sided, but both sides is angled towards the noise. And that's a problem if you're above 65, if you're above 60, that is, because then you can't do this. And these things you need to take care of. I guess it's best to do it as soon as possible, so you don't start to draw floor plan layouts and then you later down the road you realize, hey, wait a minute, we won't be allowed to build this because we don't have the quiet side. So figure that one out early, so you can perhaps mitigate the situation by changing the floor plan layout, optimizing it, or installing some different ways of there's a lot of tricks you can do to also, perhaps if it's just slightly above, let's say if it's 61 or something like that, you could perhaps do some changes to the building to bring it down a little, with some screening or absorptive material beneath the balconies or whatever. But that's don't forget this. Remember that you'll always have traffic noise, and that one is what it is. And you have to deal with it and choose. You can perhaps even toy around with the building orientation if you're at that stage in the planning process. But the later down the road you go, the harder it gets to change big things like the floor plan layout. That would be a tough pill to swallow if if it turns out that you can't do it the way you have intended. So, anyways, in today's video, I'm wearing a white shirt and a black pair of pants, which a very casual pair of pants, I might add, and this is also an extremely casual little shirt. But still, as soon as you go with white and black, you instantly look quite formal straight away. So it's a challenge to to dress down white and black actually, but it's also quite nice. Just add a little tie to this one, and you like instant formal degree. Oh, anyways. See you later. I'm a bit coffee here. I'm working on my natural immunity here, so I'm almost over with this now. So, see you later.